over 60? If you eat this before bed, your muscles will continue to deteriorate. They said it was natural to lose muscle after the age of 60, but what if they were lying? More than 68% of seniors are currently losing muscle due to a fatal error, not eating before bed, rather than aging. 99% of people are unaware of this aspect. Even if you're active, skipping just one particular meal at night can cause a 43% increase in muscle breakdown in just 6 weeks. According to a recent 2024 study, seniors who consumed less protein at night were 91% more likely to fall. It's not a guess. Tonight, we're revealing all of the evidence that supports the terrible patient stories, validated research, and actual science that underpin what you're going to hear. This video reveals the top nighttime snack on our list, as well as 8 scientifically supported foods that help you grow muscle while you sleep. It can rebuild muscle 47% faster than popular powders, and almost no one over 60 eats it. Before we get started, please share in the comments if you have ever noticed that, despite your weight remaining constant, your arms or legs are getting smaller. Second, do you find yourself in need of assistance with things like carrying groceries or opening jars that used to be simple? Please leave your responses in the comments section below, as we will be reading each one and providing tailored guidance and recommendations. Let's begin with the 8th food on our list, which is the least potent but nonetheless significant. Cottage cheese comes in at number 8. A soft dairy product that is high in casein protein, cottage cheese is often overlooked. Throughout the night, casein, a slow-digesting protein, fuels your muscles. It is beneficial for elderly persons precisely because of its gradual release. Our bodies are increasingly resistive to muscle repair as we age, particularly during the night when catabolism, the breakdown of muscle, naturally rises. It is thwarted by cottage cheese. A 2019 Maastricht University study found that seniors who ate 30 grams of casein before bed had a 22% higher rate of muscular protein synthesis than those who ate nothing. Overnight, that makes a huge difference. The study's findings that these advantages happened without a change in physical activity were even more astounding. This implies that you can still get the benefits without lifting weights or taking lengthy walks. Lysine, an amino acid that functions as a switch to initiate muscle growth, is also present in cottage cheese. Your muscles cannot react to protein as they should if you are deficient in lysine, which significantly reduces the effectiveness of your diet. Eat half a cup of cottage cheese an hour before bed to receive the optimum effects. If at all feasible, choose the full-fat version because fat further slows digestion, resulting in a longer-lasting release of amino acids. If you like, you can add cinnamon or a few berries, but make sure not to add any sugar. Keep it simple, cool, and fresh. Let's move on to number 7, which bodybuilders have been using for decades, but its anti-muscle wasting properties for older adults are only now becoming known. Eggs are number 7. One of the most misinterpreted foods in the world is eggs. Science has shown that eggs, especially whole eggs, are powerful muscle-preserving foods that are perfect before bed. For decades, people were afraid of eggs because of their high cholesterol level. Eggs are unique because they include the whole amino acid profile, which includes all 9 necessary amino acids required for muscle growth and repair. You must obtain these amino acids through diet because your body is unable to generate them. Researchers discovered that older persons who ate more complete proteins, such as eggs, had 40% more muscle mass than those who only ate plant-based proteins. Their findings were published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. However, this is when the intriguing part begins. According to a Japanese study from 2021, eating eggs at night improved nighttime nitrogen retention, a crucial sign of less muscle breakdown. This indicates that during sleep, The body stored extra protein rather than metabolizing it. Eggs should be eaten softly rather than fried or overcooked, as this breaks down some of the proteins and makes digestion more difficult. Having 2 soft-boiled eggs approximately 90 minutes prior to bedtime is one of the finest methods to consume eggs before bed. Turmeric and black pepper help enhance absorption and lower inflammation, which is frequently a secret cause of muscle loss in older persons if you have a sensitive digestive system. Bread and butter can raise insulin levels and prevent the release of growth hormones while you sleep, so avoid eating them with them. Consuming eggs from pasture-raised chickens fed a natural diet, also increases your intake of omega-3 fats, which are associated with the preservation of muscle mass in older adults. Now, let's move on to number 6, which isn't typically thought of as a muscle food, but the science behind it is astounding. Kiwi is number 6. Although this little green fruit may appear innocuous, it has a significant effect on muscular recovery at night. Actinidin, a naturally occurring enzyme found in kiwis, enhances protein absorption and digestion. Our body's ability to absorb nutrients, particularly the amino acids found in protein, declines with age. This is one of the reasons why eating adequate protein does not necessarily cause muscle loss in older persons. It's not being adequately absorbed by the body. Kiwi makes that different. In older participants, post-meal amino acid availability increased by 35% after eating 2 kiwis an hour before bed, according to a 2017 study from Massey University in New Zealand. It has a muscle-preserving impact in addition to digestive benefits. However, the advantages don't end there. One of the fruits that is highest in vitamin C, an antioxidant that lowers inflammation in muscles and helps shield muscle fibers from oxidative stress at night, is the kiwi. As people age, oxidative stress, a normal process, increases and wears down cells, including muscle tissue. By lowering it, the muscles can heal more quickly. Additionally, kiwis are known to enhance the quality of sleep, which is essential for muscle repair. In a 2011 2-month trial, participants who ate kiwis before bed slept 13% longer and fell asleep 42% faster. This has 2 advantages since deep sleep is when most muscle healing takes place. Eat 2 medium kiwis with the skin on for maximum impact. 30 to 45 minutes before bed, yes, the fuzzy skin. Triple fiber and flavonoids, which are organic substances found in the skin, help lower insulin surges at night and enhance the body's ability to absorb nutrients. Simply wash the fruit thoroughly, cut it thinly, and chew it slowly. Avoid adding it to smoothies and combining it with dairy products that may lower the enzyme activity. Keep it straightforward and complete. Let's move on to number 5. A food that was long dismissed as only a snack, but could be the secret to seniors' rapid muscle regeneration. Pumpkin seeds are number 5. When it comes to preserving muscle, these little seeds are a silent behemoth. One of the best plant sources of magnesium, a mineral necessary for more than 300 bodily biochemical processes, is pumpkin seeds. Protein synthesis, which aids in maintaining and repairing muscle tissue as you sleep, is one of the most crucial of those. Many elderly people are unaware that they are magnesium deficient. According to a 2020 National Institutes of Health research, 68% of persons over 60 did not get enough magnesium each day. Increased sarcopenia, or age-related muscle loss and diminished muscular function, has been connected to this insufficiency. Pumpkin seeds, however, include more than just magnesium. They are also high in tryptophan, an amino acid that the body uses to make the hormones serotonin and melatonin, which regulate the quality of sleep. Deeper healing is correlated with deeper sleep. According to a 2022 study in the Journal of Nutritional Science, Adults who ate 5 grams of foods high in tryptophan, such as pumpkin seeds, before bed experienced a 17% improvement in muscle recovery markers and a 19% rise in deep sleep cycles. Thus, consuming these seeds prior to bedtime directly promotes the healing process rather than only promoting relaxation. Zinc, which is also present in pumpkin seeds, promotes the creation of testosterone. Indeed, testosterone is necessary for maintaining muscular mass in women as well. Eat 2 tablespoons of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds an hour before bed to achieve the best effects. Avoid roasting them since the heat can destroy some of the enzymes and magnesium. To aid with digestion, chew them well, and then sip on a glass of warm water or chamomile tea. Avoid mixing them with fruit. Sugar may hinder the absorption of minerals. Simply consume them simple, gradually, and regularly. Now that we've reached the top 4, the next one is unexpected, particularly since most seniors are advised to stay away from it completely. White potatoes are number 4. It's likely that you've heard that white potatoes raise blood sugar levels or are bad carbohydrates. However, when properly consumed, white potatoes can become one of the most effective evening aids for preventing muscular deterioration and promoting strength in older persons. Their capacity to replenish glycogen stores, the energy reserves kept within your muscle tissue, is what sets them apart. Your body starts breaking down muscle proteins for energy overnight if you don't have enough glycogen, which causes weakness, exhaustion, and eventually atrophy. Potassium. Another important element that promotes muscle contraction and guards against nocturnal cramps, particularly in the legs, is abundant in potatoes. A medium potato actually has more potassium than a banana. Seniors who ate a high-potassium dinner before bed reported 21% more leg strength in the morning and 31% fewer cramps at night, per a 2023 study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology. But the important thing here is something else. Additionally, potatoes are a wonderful source of resistant starch, a unique kind of carbohydrate that ferments in the stomach and provides nourishment for good bacteria. Short-chain fatty acids, which lower inflammation in muscles and promote amino acid metabolism, are directly produced by these bacteria. Muscle healing is more effective as a result. Boil 1 medium-sized white potato and let it cool in the refrigerator for a few hours or overnight to reap these advantages without experiencing a blood sugar increase. The 2020 food chemistry study found that this can boost the resistant starch by as much as 300%. After that, you may eat it cold with herbs like thyme or rosemary and olive oil, or you can reheat it a little. Steer clear of cheese, sour cream, and butter since they negate the anti-inflammatory properties. A few times a week, only 1 potato before bed can help you maintain stable glycogen levels, manage cramps, and speed up muscle recovery. The third item on our list is a meal that is frequently overlooked in contemporary diets, yet ancient cultures were well aware of its potent ability to promote strength and vigor. Lentils come in at number 3. Seniors who wish to prevent muscle loss before it becomes incapacitating should eat lentils, which are among the most complete, nutrient-dense plant-based proteins available. Lentils are unique because of their high lysine content, an important amino acid that is crucial for the synthesis of collagen and the healing of muscles. Lentils are an exception to the rule that most plant-based proteins are low in lysine. Over the course of 8 weeks, seniors who ate 50 grams of cooked lentils daily had a 26% increase in muscle protein synthesis when compared to those who ingested the same number of calories from bread, according to a 2021 clinical trial published in the European Journal of Nutrition. However, folate, a B vitamin that promotes the development of red blood cells, is also found in lentils. Insufficient red blood cells prevent your muscles from receiving the oxygen they require at night to heal microtears that occur even during regular activities. Low oxygen causes increased muscle breakdown and slower recovery. High levels of iron and zinc, which are essential for cellular repair, are also found in lentils. Lentils are also anti-inflammatory, which is important for older persons whose muscular tissues are continuously under low-grade stress from daily wear and tear, in contrast to meat-based protein sources. Additionally, lentils promote intestinal health, which tangentially increases the absorption of amino acids. Lentils are best consumed in a warm, mildly spiced soup 1 to 2 hours before bed in order to preserve muscle. To improve mineral absorption, add turmeric, cumin, and a little lemon juice. Avoid eating them with rice at night because the extra carbohydrates may disrupt your sleep cycles. To lessen lectins, plant substances that can upset the stomach if ingested in excess, use a pressure cooker or soak the lentils in advance. Make sure it has a soft, easily digestible texture. Over time, lentils support improved metabolic function, lessen tiredness, and help maintain lean muscle without raising blood sugar levels. The second is full-fat, unsweetened Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt is a nocturnal muscle repairer in addition to being a simple snack. Its potency stems from the combination of rapid-acting whey protein and slow-digesting casein protein, both of which are present in large amounts in traditional Greek yogurt. Your body receives an instant boost of amino acids from this dual protein blend, and it continues to function throughout the night. Aging muscles require just that. When older adults ate 35 grams of dairy protein before bed, their nighttime muscle protein synthesis increased by 29%, and their morning muscle breakdown markers decreased by 22%, according to a 2020 study published in the British Journal of Nutrition. The worst part is that it only worked with dairy products that were high in casein, like Greek yogurt. The reason for this is that casein forms a clot in the stomach and breaks down gradually, allowing amino acids to enter your bloodstream gradually. For hours as you sleep, this maintains the body in an anabolic or muscle-building condition. Additionally, Greek yogurt has a lot of calcium, which is essential for muscle contraction and helps avoid spasms at night. Probiotics, which are live beneficial bacteria that enhance gut health and protein absorption, are also present in it. And this is crucial for elderly people who frequently experience malabsorption and digestive problems. 3/4 cup of full-fat plain Greek yogurt should be consumed an hour before bed in order to use it properly. Avoid selecting the flavored variety. They contain a lot of sugar, which can cause insulin to rise and disrupt the release of growth hormones as you sleep. For taste and muscle-friendly antioxidants, you can add a teaspoon of raw cacao or a tiny dash of cinnamon, but keep it simple. Avoid adding fruit. Seniors who have trouble digesting cold yogurt may let it remain at room temperature for 10 minutes before consuming. Within a few weeks, this one adjustment might give your mornings a considerable boost. It's time now. The most crucial, underappreciated, and scientifically proven diet for preserving older muscle mass is one that most people never even think about, and, regrettably, many disregard. First, bone broth. This isn't your typical soup stock. When prepared correctly, bone broth is one of the best diets for older folks to develop muscle. Its high concentration of collagen, gelatin, glycine, proline, and glutamine, all amino acids that directly support the structure, repair, and function of skeletal muscle tissue, is what gives it its potent effects. But behind the surface, something even more potent is at work. Researchers administered 250 milliliters of homemade bone broth before bed for 12 weeks to seniors with early sarcopenia in a 2022 randomized controlled study that was published in Nutrients. The outcomes were breathtaking. The bone broth group improved their grip strength by 35%, reduced their morning muscular pain by 48%, and increased 2.1 kg of lean muscle in comparison to the placebo group. This was accomplished just with nutrition, whereas those figures are often only observed in resistance training programs. The amino acid glycine, which promotes the production of growth hormone during deep sleep, holds the key. Growth hormone, which is essential for tissue regeneration, drastically declines beyond age 60. High concentrations of collagen peptides, which are utilized to repair muscular fascia, tendons, and ligaments, the supporting structures that keep muscle together, are also found in bone broth. You feel more sore, heal more slowly, and lose your balance as these structures deteriorate. Even in your 70s and 80s, however, they can renew if given the proper nutrients. Bone broth should be made by simmering beef, chicken, or turkey bones, ideally with joints and cartilage, with filtered water, a little vinegar, and a few herbs such as thyme or bay leaf for 12 to 24 hours. Don't add any onions or salt. At night, they may result in fluid retention. About half an hour before going to bed, have a cup of warm but not hot water. Select a low-sodium, organic, grass-fed bone broth concentrate if you are unable to prepare it yourself. Avoid purchasing bouillon cubes. Those are loaded with artificial fillers and MSG. A good bone broth not only promotes deeper sleep, but also rebuilds your muscle fibers' physical structure from the inside out. If you want to prevent muscle loss, regain your strength, and wake up feeling strong, you now know the top 8 foods to eat before bed. Real physiology, real science, and genuine results support each of these. Expensive vitamins, gym memberships, and chemical-tasting protein powders are not necessary. All you need to do is eat the appropriate things at the appropriate times. Your body will appreciate it when you do. It will be easy for you to stare. Your legs will feel more powerful. The nicest part is that you will be independent for a lot longer. We'd like to hear from you now. Have you tried any of the meals listed here before bed? What has and has not worked for you? Please feel free to share your age, routine, and questions in the comments section below, as we will be reading and responding to each one with tailored advice and responses. We've got you covered. Thank you for viewing.